very important topic. It's day 3. Okay, I said day 2 in the video title. I'm gonna have to change that. Man, day 3 of Jubilant June. How exciting. Okay, how exciting. This is such a powerful attunement. And I understood this morning. I was doing breath of fire, right? Breath of fire, just like I just keep doing breath of fire. And something that I understood while doing the breath of fire was I started to notice my dopamine and my DMT being activated as I was doing that, you know, and I could actually feel like the chemicals putting me into this state where my mind was more receptive and it was more pure, right? It was flushing out any of the extraneous gunk as I was tapping into this. So I understood that if in this state of mind I say, all I breathe is excellence, I'm the best, I can do it, it's the time to shine, anything that I say during that time, it's gonna slowly hardwire, okay? It's gonna slowly show up in the subconscious mind, okay? So first and foremost, we've gotta understand something. Number 1, you have to work on reversing any of the psychic damage that you have experienced, okay? A great way to do this would be to first of all understand that you got to stop yo-yoing on your commitments, okay? So if you find yourself yo-yoing with your diet, yo-yoing with, you know, your life in general, I'm trying this thing, then I'm trying that thing, you're gonna get scattered along this process, okay? However, what's it like being fit, okay? What's it like being strong? What's it like being rich? Just think about it. What is that feeling like, okay? So focus on that arousal because it's trying to tell you something when your body is going into that area, right? Into that place that becomes such a powerful process. You know what I mean? I'm distracting mofos. You're giving power over to distractions, okay? And mainly it's because of the celebrities that thrive off of your attention, okay? You're so drawn into that world of TikTok and, you know, Instagram and all that stuff. You're so in it, you know? You're so in it. And that's the thing. To be able to channel, you have to get yourself out of that constant stream of bombardment, you know, of information. You gotta hold yourself back. You gotta be like, wait a second, this isn't aligned. This is not gonna work for me like this, right? You have to have a strong, invincible mind. And once you have a strong, invincible mind, it makes you understand that from the emptiness of your mind, from the Dharmakaya, from understanding that you are so pure, you're just a channel, right? You're just the pipe that holds the water. You're not the water. You're not these different beings. You're not these different entities. You're just the translator. You're understanding it. And I'm gonna give you a process today to work on this, okay? Because I've been doing this for many years. So usually when people think of channeling, they think of what? You know, some kind of spooky seance situation, right? Some kind of a spooky medium, like just doing some Blavatsky shit, right? Like going nuts in a movie, or like, you know, a random channeler just, you might have heard of channeling from Law of One, Seth Speaks, and all these other people who have experimented speaking to extraterrestrials and so forth, right? So that's the first idea that you have of it, correct? First of all, it's a skewed understanding. So let's change that, because I want you to understand, and this is coming from a happiness coach, okay? I have a master's in applied positive psychology, and I've understood that seeking happiness actually makes you feel very unhappy because you're not in neutrality. You see what I'm saying? A lot of issue that I've noticed with people is they just reframe it to the positive, and then they don't know how to make it real. They don't know how to make it subjective. They don't understand the way to make the objective subjective. They don't have that process or that system. So for me, I prefer to be in neutrality rather than very extreme states of mind. And if you can come back to your pure awareness, you'll understand yourself as a channel much better. Okay, that's number one. Secondly, why are you so afraid of bathing in the fantasy that you could do this thing? What is preventing you from all of this, right? It could be your own cultural upbringing, religious upbringing, okay? Maybe you grew up in a very strict household. Don't smile, don't explore, don't laugh, don't go outside, don't do this, don't do that, right? And all of that is just being playing in your subconscious mind, right? Creating these results for you. But let me tell you this, which thoughts are cooked into your reality? You got to understand the play of opposites here, guys, right? Some of you guys need TikTok. You need the social media feed. And you want this and you want that and you want the Lambo and all that. Hey, that's the elite's trap, bro. There is no successful human being in the past or the future. Okay? The success happens through the now, through the activation of the now. So we got to first of all understand that's what every single spiritual master has been telling us. And the feeling that cooks the mind, the water is the feeling, and the fire is the cook. Creates smoke. Who wants smoke, right? So understand that there is some energy you got to tap into, and this is also the way that you tap into a specific energy or frequency, okay? We call it tapping in or locking in, right? We have all these words for it. Being in the zone, being in the pocket, okay? We call it the forever box for comedians, okay? Everybody has a word for it, but I call it the flow. And that's what I live in, that's what I embody, and that's what I choose to talk about and speak about on this channel. Man, but I understood that human mind loves human error and creates human L's, correct? But the infinite God, Allah, Krishna, Buddha, that energy of pure consciousness, that energy that is so neutral, right? It's so pure and clean. That energy will not choose a weird 50-50 reality where you get split mind. You're not gonna live in a weird, ameliorated type of, polarity system where you're just going back and forth with two different ideas. You're gonna start to notice that fear or resistance or anxiety is what is holding you back from channeling. I used to struggle with anxiety for the longest time in my life, bro. The longest time ever. I'm talking about like since my teenage years, not being able to say hi to girls or whatever, right? And then growing up, slowly evolving through the paradigms. I was a rapper on stage. I used to perform. I got into my own ego as a performer, right? I understood that, man, people like me when I behave in this very specific way, but I wasn't tapping into my authenticity. I wasn't tapping into that divine gift that I knew that I had, my divine spark, my gnosis. I wasn't tapping into that. I just didn't have any idea of what spirituality was or what it was, right? I grew up as a Hindu in this understanding. My father was a Buddhist. My mother was slightly a Kali Bhakt, but I never really understood how to tap into these altered states of mind until I started to delve into the flow state, until I started to look at all the studies. And I've been reading this book, Handbook of Channeling as well. So some of these ideas are crystallized from me going through Carla's book. So really start to understand that this fear that you're noticing, it is there in your lower chakras. Okay, if you've never heard of the chakra system, that's okay. You don't have to know about it. There's a lot of new age fluffy stuff about chakras out there that you can get. But if you really want to release the fear, the gunk that is holding you back, right, in the energetic centers, it's going to be so clean and important for you to do this for your own well-being, right, for your own mental health and physical health. Because there's these chameleon-like lower dimensional entities that take on these different shades or different shapes. They can morph very easily, and they can morph based on what they're feeding off. So sometimes these archons, they feed off of your fear, they feed off of your resistance, your lust, your dogma. Your rational mind can come in and oftentimes create this weird kind of block for us, right? But in our Adepts program, where we teach people how to remove these blocks from their 5 bodies, right? Physical, mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual. Once it's cleaned, then we understand that, hey, this is going to be such a powerful process now because it's cleaned. right? There's no gunk sitting in our energy centers preventing us from accessing these higher dimensions or these, spirit connection. So you got to first of all analyze where are your own temptations, distractions. You got to work on balancing that inner mind, okay? You got to balance that. You got to notice that you're a natural instrument. You're channeling all the time, actually, but now it's about understanding that you're a receiver and a transmitter. Okay, this is a transmission coming through right now, but understand what is it that is the passive phase of channeling and the active phase of channeling. You got to differentiate between these two, okay? And what I'm about to tell you next is going to change your paradigm on this, okay? So think of the passive understanding of building the skill set of meditation, okay? Making it a skill set, making it second nature for you to meditate, right? So releasing the self from its conscious boundaries should be your main objective there, okay? Then it comes into more of an intuitive tuning, okay? So you're actively discriminating and discerning, okay? That's the second part of it, where you're intuitively understanding, okay, this energy I resonate with, this one I don't. And it's not from an anxiety or like an anticipation or, these half-digested perceptions that come through the rational mind at times, like these choppy bits of like your own ego along with the channeled information that happens right in the beginning. And you got to just embrace, appreciate, and apply, bro. That was the mantra, the motto that we told ourselves when we first started this path working. Because there was some trippy, weird, obnoxious, random, shit that came up. And to be honest with you, it did scare us, okay? But that fear actually kept us at that level. It kept us in that paradigm, you see? So why do these flow state deities or entities, why do they accept being channeled? Why do they want to work with me? Because I practice cleaning the system to embody myself into that quality of flow state. You guys get that? So you have to have a teacher guide you along in this process, okay? Hey man, I'm not very political, but I would definitely choose Trump over Biden, bro. Have a teacher guide you, Work on releasing energy from your lower chakras, okay? Really understand that these lower chakras, what are they? The root chakra is your connection to food. So a lot of overweight people, they have an imbalanced root chakra, okay? Because they're using food to ground themselves into this physical reality. You see what I'm saying? And it could also be that you've repressed some very dark childhood thing in the background, right? In the back of the mind, and it's showing up, manifesting in the physical through your weight expanding, right? Or you've endured it, basically. The idea of like, I'm just gonna push through all of this pain and never handle it, right? You hold in all your tears, you just kind of endure and push through, you're gonna get fat, right? So, first of all, is your relationship with food. This has been changing for me. I've noticed that when I start to take processed stuff nowadays, my body immediately reacts to it. It's like, no way. Because to be that processed, it makes you processed. Makes you inorganic, let's just say, okay? It makes you full of additives and preservatives. You get what I'm saying? So first thing is the clean eating, man. Practice that. Really get into that. Embrace that understanding. You don't always have to eat dessert every meal, You don't always have to go with what other people are telling you based on your dietary needs. Okay? What happens to the cup if there's no lid, right? That's where the discernment comes in, right? That's where the discernment comes in. So that's when you have to put a cap on these cappers, okay? But basically, look at it like this. Food, root chakra, lust, sacral chakra, ego, solar plexus chakra. These are the three that are holding you back from accessing these higher states of mind, from channeling and being in your heart, right? Being in your upper chakras. The heart is the bridge. The heart is a center of courage. And actually, it's the solar plexus and then lower heart. and then there's a higher heart as well. So we can get into semantics later, but basically the point being, you have to change your relationship with food. You have to change your relationship with lust, okay, and being turned on by something, okay, which again, that's usually our thoughts, right, in the back of our reptilian mind, right, just thinks in imagery. And most guys, what do they think about? They think about sex, they think about food, and they think about themselves, right, their ego. So if you're just constantly regurgitating that information, you're just going to get caught up in this cycle, this hamster wheel of doing that over and over and over again, right? But what are you using the food for? To escape. What are you using the lust for? To escape. What are you using the ego for? To escape. To escape what? The right brain, where all the downloads, the intuition that comes through. Also, a lot of men who disrespect their own mothers or their feminine energy, they cut off the wall, right? They cut off the experience of them actually tapping into that energy, right? That feminine energy. Hey, man, I'm speaking facts. That's what's up. Silos is here. Cher wants to see my body. Bro, you can see my body already, bro. Higher state of mind, that's why he's so rich and winning in life, so much repeating garbage, blah, 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 blah. Hey, look, we have spammers here, bro. That's incredible. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you for boosting the algorithm for me. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. But realize that this person, that's an L, right? That's not a W. That's not a W at all. That's such an L when someone's projecting like that, right? What about talking about spiritual stuff? Your race has one life, once dead, it's over forever. Cosmic facts, y'all not 9 either. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand, man. Again, this is not about the physical body and like the, you know, the dominance of it, okay, to look cool, to look swole. It's not about that, right? This is a byproduct of me channeling, by the way, okay? My body is a reflection of my mind, and my mind is a reflection of my body, okay? As within, so without, bro. That's the way it's gotta be. I mean, I've been through so many evolutions on this channel. You guys have seen it. I used to have blonde hair, man. Straight up, Christ is king. That's right, man. And again, that didn't come easily to me, because if you actually look into the Bible and use it as a metric, as a blueprint for life, you carry your own cross, right? You understand how to beat this video game of life, bro. You understand that, hey, there's nothing in the way that is gonna stop me, actually. Okay, it's just my own mind. It's just my own fear, right? What is it, actually? Is it something inside me holding me back? You know, nowadays, I'm going with the Lord's Prayer to create neutrality for my channeling, right? So I will listen to like the prayer of Saint Francis, or, you know, I will listen to something that overrides into all cultures, like Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, and create something that is so OP, right? Overpowered in its nature. Because once I prime that frequency, I do the breath work, I understand the visualizations, I know what I'm doing throughout my day and my life, and I'm holding the specific thoughts and feelings and allowing them to meet, and I hold on to that. I work with the fire and the water together to create this smoke, and this smoke-like appearance. You walk through your days and you try to sustain and maintain and preserve that state for yourself. You get what I'm saying? You try to hold that essence. You try to understand that, how do I navigate my inner journey through this path, through understanding what this energy is like? How do I work with it? Okay? Andrea says, Ray D is in for a bit of a surprise there. We are one as co-creators, absolutely. Hey, man, first of all, you don't have a profile picture, age, okay? And why are you typing in caps? Right? Like, it's like, bruh. Calmate, okay, bro? Yeah, I'm living in an apartment, so what? Dude, I didn't want to say the bullshit you say. You have done. Show action for what you've done. What action do you want me to show you, bro? What action? I have a master's in applied positive psychology. I live my life every day. Happy I channeled these ancient beings, you know? How about you address what I'm saying? Address what exactly, bro? You're not making any sound arguments either. You're just talking shit. Okay? You're using sarcasm in the comment section. That's not going to help anybody. Okay, man. Cool beans. Someone needs attention. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Everybody give this man a... Just thank you. Hey, bro, thank you. Thank you for bringing that energy to this live, okay? So everybody can see what a real projector you are. Because really, you're the loser without a profile picture. And you can't back up anything of what you're saying, bro. So, hey, peace out for 30 minutes. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay? Thank you for the likes, by the way. Bro, Cher still wants to see my body. Like, bro, chill. Chill, bro. Dang. Someone's thirsty. Okay, do you ask every single influencer to do that, bro? Hello says, how do I spell? What's up? So, going back to the topic, you have to work with these lower energies, okay? And understand that you are a co-creator, like Andrea said, okay? You are a co-creator in this thing. You don't have to, attach onto this understanding of it has to be like this, or it has to be very specific according to all of the diameters and all of these books that I've read. It has to be very pragmatic and hey, it's Damo, man. Yeah, of course I remember you, bro. Can't forget, bro. So yeah, let's talk about this powerful understanding of what is really, blocking you from doing this thing and actually thriving in it. First of all, there's a lot of people who are doubled down on a specific way of understanding things and a specific way of life, And so those understandings actually move you away from a personal relationship with the Creator, right? You're creating like these portals or pathways for people to walk through, like an intermediary in a church or a priest that you have to communicate with in order to get holy divine insight, rather than accessing and, embodying it with yourself. Hey, Edward. Good spirits. Thank you, bro. Damo says sending positive vibes. Same to you, bro. Hunt it. Bro, he kind of is right. You can't preach to other people about all this when you're in the same level as them. Like, if you were a multimillionaire or making high six figures, then people would listen. Bro. Right? You go with that mentality of 666, bro. I'm not going to 6 figures, 6 inches, 6 whatever, right? 6 height. You go with that, bro. Hey, that's not who I'm talking to. I'm not speaking to only multimillionaires, bro. What? Exactly, money doesn't mean shit, bro. Again, you're trapped in the matrix just like everybody else, okay? the dude's name is money, 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 right? It's like, bruh. You guys are missing the point. Exactly, bro. But again, we're not speaking to these people because they not like us. They not like us, right? Or whatever. Bro lost in the matrix. Lost in the sauce. Bruh. Hey. Right? Where's your Bugatti? Right? Where is it? Is it hiding underneath? You're a loser. You're a brokey. Okay, you're going with that mentality, bro. Hey, Tate needs to have a spiritual awakening pronto. Andrew, if you're watching this video right now, bro, you need to wake up, bro. Okay? You need to wake up. Dude did what? Okay? Webcam empire. So what? So what? Doesn't matter if money is evil, money is power. Hey, money's the root of all awesome. It can be, okay? But you gotta change your paradigm about it. But what makes you assume that I'm not rich? Like, bro. What are you talking about, right? Influence the world in a good way. All right, anyway, man, let's get back to the topic at hand. So this fear, right? False evidence appearing real. This fear is actually holding you back and is telling you that you can't do this thing actually, that you're not a natural channel, that you have to go through all these protocols and all these safety measures in order for you to actually tap into this. But it's your own shadows, your own fear, your own inner demons that you have to face in order for you to actually actualize this reality for yourself. Okay? And if you're not interested in doing that, hey, all be good for you, you know? Hey, if you want to make money, go for it, man. Get your bank account swole, okay? It's none of my business. But again, if I'm tapping into channeling, guess what? It's going to help my health, wealth, and relationships, is it not? If I can tap into an expert, you're talking to consultants all day. You get what I mean? You guys are talking to consultants all day. And that's the thing. Why aren't you talking to a metaphysical consultant about what you're worried about or what you're struggling with? Okay? Why not talk to somebody who's on the other side of this thing, who's always there, who's an energy, who's receptive towards your understanding, and you're vibing and resonating at their higher consciousness, so it pulls you up and gets you this amazing, reality with the downloads that come with it and the insight that comes with it, right? Do you know about ancient Egypt? Somewhat, man. I understand the power of mystery schools. I run a mystery school myself, so very, very powerful. We're looking at flow state, and we're looking at peak performance shamanism, okay? So imagine being a biohacker where you can use your own serotonin, dopamine, all of these neurotransmitters to hack your reality, right? And live in that free, flow state rocks. Exactly, Andrea, right? It's the pathway to ascension, happiness, higher states of mind, right? Bliss, where you're just tapped in. You're not thinking of what is my skin color? What does my job application say about me? What is my occupation? How much do I make a year? How much? All out the window, man. When I'm in a breath work, you think I'm worried about what does my beard look like? How is it exactly shaped in the right way? No. I am not in that reality, man. I understand I can look like, I can look like anybody. That's the beauty of it. I can tap into the magnetism of Da Vinci if I chose. You guys get that? That gives me that freedom to understand. Okay? Bro, nobody's saying we don't need money, okay? We're not going against, this is not a spiritual channel that goes against money. We understand we got to integrate all health, wealth, relationships here, okay? So you're in a good place, man. Just listen and learn, okay? Humble yourself. Ancient Egypt is very, very interesting. This is where alchemy comes from. And also these deep understandings of, they actually understood that the gods that they had, right? They were actually energies or portals or frequencies or collectives, right? So think about Hathor and the energy that it contains. And then think about Horus and the energy, the collective energy of that and what it stands for, right? Imagine the order of Horus, the sky, the higher perception going against Set, the chaos. So the chaos and order of fight. I think it's brilliant, right? Thoughts on Jesus? I think Christ is king, bro. Jesus is a symbol for all of us to access our greatest selves, our, totality of experience. And one could say that Jesus, just like the Buddha, also accessed this kind of Holy Spirit within. I think we're all trying to tap into that energy, through different ways, through different religions, through different frameworks, different contexts, right? Even if you're not Christian, right? But I think a big part of being Christian is, believing and knowing Christ, right? Having a personal relationship with that. Based on one says, okay, I fuck with you then. Hey, cool, man. I fuck with the higher vibration human, even though they stole our land, stolen or defeated a lot of our ancient ancestors and cut our biggest trees down after helping them. Listen, bro, I'm just saying, don't you think if he's trying to tell people how to live, you should have some accolades of what you've done in the game of life? Okay, I have a published book. Does that count? Bro, what do you want from me? Like, you want a list of my accomplishments? What the? Dude. I'm just living life, bro. Okay? I'm just living life. And this guy's still telling me to take off my t-shirt, right? Bro, this is, first of all, this is a rash guard. I don't know if you know that. And also, nobody understands Hindi on here, bro. Why are you like, you know, segregating yourself, all other Indians, and then, you know, everybody else's comments? It's like, what this guy is saying is take off your t-shirt. You guys get that? Just one time, bro, please, bro. Like, what? What are you doing? Hey, you cool as F. Hey, cool as fuck. Thank you, man. Like attracts like, bro. You cool as well for saying that. And we should listen, cousin. In the same game of money we all play, if you were doing so much better than us, we would obviously listen, because your actions show that you are more capable than us. Do you worship Kung Fu? I don't worship nothing. I love martial arts though. Bro, I'm gonna get this guy out of here, bro. What the hell? What can you say on where fear is stored and how to release it? I would say it's stored in the first two chakras. So one thing is definitely working on your grounding, okay? And when you understand the workings of grounding, you understand that it's not just you know, walking on the grass. Grounding is actually a stabilization of your system, right? So it could be as simple as you wiggling your toes or just simply bringing the energy more down into the pelvic region, right? In the back of your legs, like your thighs. So one is working on the physical body and grounding that fear down through the body, like roots of a tree that connect you to the earth. Okay? That's number one. Number two is working on your paralyzed will. So the moments where you feel that resistance or that stuckness, like the moment where the cold shower water hits, right, Ryan G? That is the moment for you to practice working with that fear energy, right? Because now you're creating a relationship with it. Fear doesn't become the red light, it becomes the green light for you to solve something. You see? So that's how you face your fears, right? Someone was asking me about forgiveness. Again, they were asking from the context of, you know, do you have to forgive? Like some things that people do are, well, unforgivable, correct? But I think forgiveness is a gift to yourself because you're taking back your authenticity, you see? Because resentment is the death of a good relationship. So if you want a good relationship with that person, by all means forgive them. If you don't want it, then you don't have to forgive them, okay? That's my take on it. Okay, let's go to the other questions. Is it not true though? Somewhat, bro. Well, are you a New Age practitioner? You speak of energy a lot. Again, what is New Age, bro? An iPhone is New Age. Okay, I'm an advanced practitioner, but I don't consider myself New Age per se. Okay, I'm an omnist, I'm a syncretist, I'm a master alchemist, whatever you want to call me. These are all labels, bro. You get what I mean? Like, what really is New Age? Right? Talk about flying aliens and chakras all the time. Yeah, I do sometimes, bro. Okay? But again, it's all within the context of flow, which is what my life embodies and what I represent. Gotta be tapped in, man, locked in, zoned in to your mission, to your truth, to your purpose. The main reason why a lot of men suffer and a lot of women suffer is they don't allow themselves to actually feel into that joy, that jubilance. And this is why we're in Jubilant June, man. We're tapping into that energy of that high vibrational, positive, uplifting essence that just lifts you off of the ground and takes you towards that kingdom of heaven right in your heart center. Okay? Great question, Ryan G. Yes. Why is Kung Fu Panda in the bag? That's a Padma Sambhava, so you better apologize. The Bible says, if you seek with all your heart, you will find me. Dope. Money does show how much you know. I mean, lots of money. Like a multimillionaire is obviously not a normal person. Bro, we're working towards getting rich, man. Ryan G here has the theme of vision and abundance. And we're in the wealth frequency of Primal Sutra and Gematria. We're gonna get rich, but it's gonna take time, all right? It's gonna take time. And it's not going to take only time. It's going to take time, intention, and the right framework and protocol. And this is why we're asking help from wealth deities and wealth beings. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to help us get way more rich than what you're doing. Straight up. And just watch. Just wait. Just watch and see. Just stay tuned to the channel, okay? So, Ryan G is saying, tell them about you helped me with my first channeling. Yeah, bro. I remember, that was a while back, huh? Who was it again, Ryan G? Can you remind me who it was? Who was your first channeling, man? Was that King Jin, or was it who was your first channeling? I think it was, huh? Or no, it was Varuna. It might have been Pop's V. Just remind me of the who I helped you channel first, bro. Was it in Bali the first time live? True. Okay, brother. That's all I wanted to know. Which I understand, you know, because if we want to battle evil in this world, we would have to be wealthy. All the best. Absolutely, bro. But think about this, right? There's a lot of crooked billionaires out there that have no heart, have no soul. Okay. So just because you're rich, it doesn't mean really anything, because they can, I mean, these billionaires will probably take out someone like that, the snap of a finger, right? No dust, no evidence, gone, right? New Age considers the neo-pagan collective of beliefs that have become popular in the last few decades a deformed version of Gnosticism that encompasses a set of spiritual techniques. Deformed version of Gnosticism, you say? Let me just say this, bro. I think there is a power in the primordial and understanding how we connected ourselves into nature, right? Like, people would consider the trees God and, you know, water God and, you know, everything around them as divine. I don't see any problem with that, actually. I see the problem where our own human minds come in to edit and error, you know, find the errors and meticulously try to solve this mathematical equation and like going around in circles. That's what the issue is. The real issue is not the joy and the freedom that we feel from being infinity. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Integrity rather than fast money. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I don't want your fast money that came from a dark or a negative place, right? Jesus didn't need money or power to spread his message. Exactly, bro. Exactly. He led the way. He led the example to show all of us. And a lot of the great masters did, you know. Of course, he is the master of masters, but I would just say, like, even Lao Tzu, right? Lao Tzu was saying about the Wu, or tapping into the zone, right? But then Confucianism came in, was like, no, we have to do things dogmatically and by the rule of the political government, and we have to do. But then Lao Tzu was like, hey, we can have a watery government. We can do this more playfully, right? Imagine the power of somebody who has charisma, who has riz, right? Because they're not too playful, they're not too serious, they're in that balance of neutrality, and they can access both. They can be very goofy, or they can be very serious at the same damn time, because they're multidimensional, okay? Including the act to change consciousness as well, re-enchant the universe, expand human potential, achieve self-realization and planetary healing. Okay. That actually sounds cool, bro. But okay, I don't see a problem with that. Like, what is the issue with that, Edward? Jesus, okay. So Saif helped me with the unconscious part, and Zotis helped me channel King Solomon, and then you guided me with, yeah, Pops V and Kuberaji. Yeah. So how this process worked, guys, is Ryan G, first of all, has a very rational mind, very logical mind, right? Which every man should, I believe, honestly. But he's a data engineer, right? He's a data analyst. And so Saif took him through a hypnosis to help him channel, and he met this like red cat, I believe, right, Ryan G? And through that, you understood that that's like the gatekeeper of your subconscious mind. It's this red cat that it's probably your, again, it's like a blockage of the lower chakras, that fear, right? It's the same thing, bro. It's that, right? We have to get to that. And then once you understood that or got that clarity, then Zotis, of course, helped you channel King Solomon. And it came very naturally and easily to you. And then I remember, I guided you with the Pops V channeling. And that was really interesting because I know when I hear you, Ryan G, and that's your voice and like your silliness or your jokes. And then there's moments when you channel and it's like, that's not Ryan G, right? that's definitely some other energy that is being picked up. And in that first channeling, I do remember you were like tapping into this voice of like diligence, nobility, eloquence, but it was such a profound way because you were also feeling into the emotions of understanding that you were adopted spiritually by Pops V. And that's a weird thing to say. And a lot of people won't 3 doves just flew past the window, bro. This is oh man. You see, this is why I cannot discount the spiritual things, bro. Okay? 3 Holy Trinity, like doves, bro, Holy Spirit, like what? Right? Hey, there's another Ryan who says nice hair. Hey, thank you, bro. This was during our Bali event. That's correct, man. And so every year we have an event where you get to work with myself and Ryan G. And we teach you how to do this thing. We teach you how to channel. We teach you how to connect with your first primary spirit guide and be able to communicate with them in such a way that is so, so powerful. But also you got to learn how to conduct yourself as a clear channel, as somebody who understands how to do rituals, understands how to make this a part of their natural lifestyle, and not just like a hobby project or like a psychic, cool trick I do at a party, which is a lot of people are looking for. They're looking for the quick fix mentalities, right? Not a lifestyle transformation, which really you have to acquire that version. You have to become that version of you. You have to act it till you fact it, to understand that who I am, it's already there. I've got to associate my thoughts and my feelings together. The water of the Taoism and the fire of the Stoicism, creating a smoke of my experience, okay, in my spiritual life. And be careful with trolls. I've just arrived. Nice. Don't you think 1 billion is actually ridiculous that we even have billionaires? Doesn't that just show some sort of evil? If the average salary is 50K a year, you made 100,000K a day out of 250. Yeah. Who has Riz? Hey, there's an app called Riz where you can like look at other people's conversations with each other. It's like a dating show. I can give you guys the link to that, but I think that's really interesting how you can like watch how people Riz. It's kind of interesting. 1 billion is so much, let alone hundreds of billions. Yeah, I mean, billion is a crazy number, right? Wild. I've got a little book club. I think it's too brave to work that way here. Oh, here's one. Hey, namaste, Chris. What's the full form of CNC, bro? What is the CNC podcast? Lots of people out here doing witchcraft and not knowing. Bro, are you Indian? Hey, it's Jacob here. If you watch the CNC, careful what gangsters. Hey, bro, crazy budget program. You watched it? No, bro, I haven't watched it. I'm keep telling you. Is Mahadev, Har Mahadev, wannabe hackers. I watched it. Where are you Indian? Sorry, are you Indian? Yeah, I'm Indian. Makes sense. Chris, this is amazing how predictable a person's behavior can be, isn't it? I'm gonna fly some planes in a couple buildings in Manhattan. Oh, somebody reported that guy, man. Dang. The work Elon Musk is doing is worth that much more than 100 million people who are getting paid 50K a year. Okay. To be that, okay. So themes like luck. New Age belief explains everything through energy and frequency, uses the base understanding to link every culture to its order. I do not mean to vilify. I want genuine discussion, right? And do you think that really there's something against energy and frequency? Because I think Tesla said it very clearly, that that's the secrets of the universe, right? And I've done work in brainwave entrainment. I wrote a thesis paper on the subject. So if you want to discuss it, let's discuss it, Edward, okay? I'm trying to seek the truth just like you. But again, truth has no agenda, bro. You know what I mean? Just seeking. What's the truth? Let's find out. Oh yeah, bro. Odorless deodorant. I don't want to interrupt. I ran into your discourse. First time, like what I'm hearing. Awesome. That's cool. Did you read my mind? And it says bombastical. Likely. Who's got time to watch fear-based news? Exactly. Who's got time, right? Who's got the time to invest in that? Hey, if anyone has anything to say, they need to speak up, not play mind games covertly on the internet and act like a psychopath, okay? What are you, some soothsayer or something? Are you like an astrologer? Are you like a person who's gonna tell me my future or something like that, man? No, absolutely not. It's time to be a man. Would you be open to discuss this privately? Yeah, sure, Edward. Just shoot me a DM, brother. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. More people in need of attention, says Andrea. I mean, this is the Gen Z, right? I once saw a little quote, and it showed the Gen Z's brains, right? And it's like skibbity riz, memes, you know, goonin', like all these terms that you probably haven't even heard of, Andrea, right? Like, there was just a map of like a zoomer's brain. I could send it over to you guys. You're wondering, right? What, the Sigma, right? Exactly. Oh, man. I love stretching my body. I think I'm gonna do some yoga after this. But yeah, man, you guys, the sad part about it is you guys need this TikTok and this Riz, right? Why should we care about channeling? You're always channeling. It's just we have to refine it towards actually giving us the results that we truly prefer. You see what I'm saying? So for somebody to just say that, you know, I want to be a channeler, you got to go through a bunch of your own inner BS, your own inner work. Okay, it's 333 right now. So, hey, this is very clear towards this is for the community right now. If you want to be a channeler, you have to go through the gunk that is preventing you from being a channeler. Either you get a hypnosis done like Ryan G did, right? Or you actually go through the process to clean up the chakras. Remember the work that we did, Ryan G, for shadow work mastery, right? We had this program called Soul Eater where we used to help young men with dating, you know, and we used to tell them, like, man, the reason why you're in such a bad relationship, why it's not working the way you want, is because of trauma, right? It's because of wounding and the way that you relate to others. But the way you relate to others is the way that you relate to yourself. You get what I mean? So why should we channel? It's because it gives us access to these different beings that allow you to understand something way deeper than we do, you know, in this day and age. Everything's mundane, everything's normal. Or you connect with an energy that's profound and shifts you out of your dull, monotonous haze, right? A lot of people are just in a trance-like state, in a dull, monotonous haze, just like living life without actually improving themselves or bettering themselves, you know? So what if, through channeling, You could meet a best friend. You could have a spirit team that you didn't even know was backing you, bro. What if you had an army of angels just waiting to protect you? Okay? But you didn't even know it. You didn't know how to access them. They were just there, right? Mundane life sucks. Yeah, exactly, right? So to be transcending the mediocre, that is when we become channels, we become pure. Because we have to disentangle ourselves from other people's storylines in our own life. And this is why it helps to go into isolation sometimes to channel. I remember when I first discovered these channeling abilities, I was in nature, right? I was out in the woods, just being in that liberated space, right? A lot of great questions on here, man. Kia says, hello, hello, beautiful people. Okay. Don't even read messages. You can't even address someone else that is a different point of view. You just ignore them. Who are you talking to, Money Money? How do deities force shadow work related to channeling? Sometimes they're just picking up the signals from your mind that, like from your subconscious mind, that tell you that there's gunk there. They're like, hey, bro, there's like a huge pile, right, that you stuffed underneath the carpet right here, right? And they will not hesitate to point it out to you at times, you know? It's very interesting because you will start to notice like the different stuff, the gunk that you've repressed, show up in your waking life in different ways, like different synchronicities or different downloads, right? And so that's why it can help you with your shadow, because your shadow is what you repress, what you're against, right? You hide from that. And what do lower dimensional beings, they love to hide because they're afraid of the light. And these light beings, they're afraid of the dark. So that's why you got to remain neutral to be able to have, hey, the angels protect me, the demons respect me. I'm in the middle. I'm not gonna, go and become lopsided like that, okay? But I am gonna be decisive, and I am gonna have a path, and I am gonna be a leader and understand and choose where my purpose is and where it's gonna bring me to, okay? I know there's this rabid quest to find your purpose, but I think it starts with you being curious and you understanding where is that wonder and that awe that I lost as a child. How to bring that playfulness back into my waking life and make it epic for me. You get what I mean? If you got haters and a follow, that means you're envied and doing something correctly. Bow, bow! Okay? Remember the time, Ryan G, where I asked for money so I can help you with BS spiritual garbage, says money, right? These guys are jokes. Chat, this dude is yapping, or did I just get here late? You got here late. Yep. You were insanely successful people would actually listen. You're just average, bro. And yet you're still here watching an average person, right? Duh. Yeah, they didn't receive enough love, man. That's the thing, bro. Hey, why don't we just give all these people in chat immense love from our hearts? Let's do that right now, okay? All of us set an intention. Let's send it to chat. Peace, divinity, unity, life, golden. Number one, you're already here. It's already yours. Welcome to your new life. Good. Okay, awesome, Edward. I want to be a demon slayer. Yeah, bro. Straight up. Same here. Well, that's the title I was given in the Akasha. Master Alchemist and Demon Slayer. Fear of the emptiness and being ignored seems to have turned up. Yeah. Yeah. Love and attention and care, you know? It's really what we all need. Right? I mean, Cobalt just says, Ryan G is just a troll, bro. I don't even think he's a real student. So, fear of emptiness and being ignored. Hey, Ryan G will leg lock you, bro. Be careful. Money times 4. What a great name. There's no such thing as coincidence. Coinciding, right? In mathematics, something's coinciding with something else, right? Fits perfectly. So, yeah, I think if you really look at it as this divine harmonic order, where everything has this God's plan or whatever, right? Then we've got to really explore what this thing actually is, right? And what's actually going on. Tanvir, I'm from India, bro. Jai Hind. You know, cryptocurrency, they've extracted it to smoke. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, be careful of Ryan G, bro. He's the darker twin, so. Whereas I won't spiritually, you know, what do you call it? What did they call it in this book, man? They called it, instead of calling it a psychic attack, they called it a psychic greeting. You don't want a psychic greeting, Ryan G. Knock on the door like the inspector, right? In your internal world. Oh, man. Okay? So be careful. You don't know who's backing someone spiritually. You have no idea. And you might make all these comments and troll posts and all this kind of stuff, but be careful who you're speaking to. I'm a good person. I'm not gonna harm you. My comrade over there though, Ryan G, be careful. Okay, be careful. So, hey, new sub, let's go. Upward Spiral gang, let's get it. May we never be the same again. Hit that like for this algorithm, man. Help me support this channel, Primal Sutra. We're all about going back to the source, back to the primal, back to that God spark, okay? There was some kind of a primordial, pre-conscious mind that has the energy that we want. We are accessing zero to be infinite. We are everything and nothing with a twist. I'm a fake Boljeet, bro. You know what? Just for saying that, I'm gonna have all the Indian deities from Primal Sutra show up and freak you out. How about that? How about that? Okay? If you want me to talk like this, I can talk like this, but I don't have to, okay? I don't have to. I have a choice, bro. I have a freedom in this reality. This matrix cannot stop me. If I'm a doctor, engineer, lawyer, a chartered accountant, whatever I am as an Indian, I do not match your stereotypes. Because I'm a god in training. I'm different, and you are too, whoever it is that you're watching. It's a powerful resonance that you have within you. And you know it, and I know it too, okay? You could be like, hey, do you know Shah Rukh Khan, bro? Can you get me some, you know, some paneer? I will serve you up paneer on a platter, bro. Straight up, I will give you chapatis to your cousin. On Tao, on God, on Brahma, okay? Edward Kelly claimed to be able to hunt. Everything else is theory to be applied at some point. Ooh. Bars, okay? All right, guys. It's been like almost an hour, right, of us talking our shit, right? It's been amazing, amazing. Ryan G, didn't you have to go to train, right? Weren't you gonna go to Nogi? But yeah, powerful, man. Okay. Good. This has been a good conversation. If you're interested more about this, join the Telegram group. Join us, okay? This is a tribe. We do channelings every Monday and a podcast every Wednesday. We're also connected with a giant collective of others, too. So, yeah, it's very interesting that you could find the time to join this. I know it's just a flow, a flux, a stream of everything. Hey, Thank you, Edward. Good spirits with you. Let's get it. Okay, upward spiral. May we never be the same again, and may the flow be with you. All right. I'll see Ben and No Giger this evening. Okay, leg locks and takedowns. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yo, I saw this guy. Just saying. I saw this guy. You know, find me in the club. Battlefield. Right. 50. This Indian guy was like rocking out to 50 cent, and I said, 50 cent. Crossed it. 50 peso. Right. Thanks, awesome show. All right, guys, peace out. Much love, much love. Us, let's go. We're gonna dominate with love. Let's go. Us.